Rob Black Show. Turn this shit down. Come on, Kate. Thank you, man. How's everybody doing today? It's the Rob Black Show on this April 1st, 2014. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the most watched, most talked about, the most entertaining 3 hours on the air anywhere. I am your host, Rob Black, Rob Zicari, Roberto Negro, El Diablo. Some people just call me Delicious. And we are ready. Let's give a couple shout-outs right now to Alexandra. If those of you did not see her 3:30 program today, or yesterday, it was highly entertaining, it was highly amusing, and it will be back today if you missed it yesterday. So tune in to 3:30 and watch the program that has everybody abuzz. And it was good. Again, it's Alexandra, a.k.a. Monica Foster, and she comes on at exactly 3:30 p.m. And you can listen to all of her wisdom as she talks about everything from Louis Farrakhan to just everything. You name it, she talks about it. To fucking people. Everything. Seriously, everything. Somebody asked me yesterday, well, what does she talk about? I go, everything. They go, well, what's everything? I go, fucking everything, motherfucker. That's what. I go, everything. I go, you fucking talks about everything, for Christ's sakes. God. We are here, and we are beaming to you live, as always, and I'm feeling good today. Yesterday I wasn't feeling good. Today I'm feeling good. I don't know if it's just that it's Mondays, or if I'm just so manic up and down, or if it's when I don't work out for a day or two, my body goes into some type of I hate you, because yesterday I didn't work out. Well, I did work out at night. Sunday I didn't work out. Sunday is my off day, and I felt good, and I cheated a little. I had a little ice cream with old Katie Summers. She gets me all fucking nuts. But we walked. We walked like 5-6 fucking miles. We walked all over the valley, all over North Hollywood and Studio City. Like, we walked. Like, me and her walked like Nigerian power walkers. Literally, we were just fucking walking. But yesterday, I felt like shit all fucking morning, afternoon, and at night. But when I got to Katie Summers' house at about 1 o'clock in the morning, I went down in the weight room, and I was working out my arms. I was working out these fucking pythons, and I literally, at one point, I was doing fucking curls, and it felt like my arms were literally, the muscle was ripping away from my fucking flesh. Like, I get done, and I'm just like, rape! Fucking rape! At one point, people went by the door and had to know, I mean, because now I have a new thing, where it's not just rape, it's, I fucking hate you, I want to fucking kill you, I swear to God, I'll cut your fucking head off. That's another mantra I have, where I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to, I just want to fucking kill you, motherfucker! And I start that mantra. And if you're walking by and you're seeing my entire flesh bursting with red, with veins bulging out, and Katie Summers is in the other room but in the other machine doing little fucking her chest muscles. You're thinking this guy is gonna kill this woman. So I felt good after. I did. I felt good, and I woke up. I had very bad dreams. I had horrible dreams. I woke up like 4 different times. Once at 8:30, once at 9:30, once at 9:45, once at 10:30. It's like every 45 minutes I woke up. And there were dreams, and not dreams that you think you're fucking drowning in the Malaysian aircraft and nobody can find you, and you're just fucking floating. You're just like floating in the fucking water for like 3 weeks going, Jesus Christ, why can't anybody find me? It's not like that. It's more like reflecting on your fucking life type of dreams, where you know, you're thinking of old things that happened in your life or people from your life. So they're just vivid dreams that it's almost like you're it's almost like you're reliving things, or you're asking questions. Literally, like I'm in 2 of these dreams where I'm like having arguments, asking questions about things that happened in my life, you know, a year ago. So it's fucking, they're very vivid, very like where I wake up and it's almost like it just happened. So that's the only drawback. But get up, took a shower, and I spent literally maybe 5 minutes wanting to fuck myself in the mirror today. I swear to God, if you've seen fucking Silence of the Lambs, where he tucks his penis in, because I would fuck me, I did that for about 5 minutes. Cause I just stood there in the fucking bathroom mirror. My hair is all fucking crazy because I just woke up. But my abs are becoming so defined that I'm just like, Jesus, look at it. And depending on how I would fucking position my body like this, you could see all the dead. And I'm like, man, if I had some fucking oil right now, and just oiled my body up. It's about 5 minutes before I looked at the phone and I was like, oh shit, I better get in the shower. I was just like, fuck, man. Literally, if I could just clone myself right now, I would fuck me right now. Just, ugh. And then it passed, got in the shower, washed my asshole and cock and balls, and here we are. So I'm ready to start the day. And I'm glad to be here with you on April 1st. I don't have any jokes to play on anybody today. I don't have any bags of shit to let outside people's door, and when they walk outside, the bag of shit just falls on them. And they're like, I'm drowning in shit. Nothing like that. I got nothing where I like knock on their door and then they go to the door and nobody's there. Like a ding-dong ditch. No, I don't got that. I really don't have any pranks to play. I have no hijinks to get into. We are hijink-free on this show. We are just nothing, okay? Nothing. It's not no fun league, but we have nothing of the sorts to have a pranks. We don't prank here. This is a no prank zone. So, with that being said, have a happy April 1st. Hopefully nobody will prank you. Nobody will fucking throw shit at you. And I'm not saying like, oh, somebody just threw a piece of paper towel at me. I'm saying I hope nobody literally throws feces at you. Hopefully you don't have a friend who has a monkey, and you either have a choice between the monkey throwing shit at you or ripping your face off. I would choose the shit throwing, but hopefully you don't have shit thrown at you. Literally, feces just fucking thrown at you. No, shit, leave me alone. And with that, let's take a look at our favorite asshole in the entire world. And first, I'd like to direct all of you to a news story that is on Adult FYI. Tom Byron put it together, and it's up there now. And at least I think it is. Yeah, we were talking, and he was like, when do you want me to put the story up? I was like, put it up when I go up. He was like, okay, I'll do that. So I think the new story is on Adult FYI. And go to Adult FYI. If you're not at Adult FYI, go there. Yep. Story's up there. So it's a good story. It talks about Mike South and him trying to divert all the attention off of his own wrongdoings into just bullshit. So read the story. It's a great story. It was from yesterday's fucking day show or night show. I don't even know. Every fucking show bleeds into each other. We're actually in the process of reformatting how we're going to do the shows. We might actually do a longer day show and move the schedule around and not do the late show. I don't know yet what we're going to do. Or we might just do I don't even fucking know. So I don't want to get everybody all crazy. Or I was going to say we might not do the late show, but make it more of a compact late show that involves singing and dancing in the Rockettes. I don't know. We haven't figured this out yet. I'm still debating. Either way, either fucking way, the story that is up today on Adult FYI is a mixture, I think, of yesterday and yesterday night. So take a look. It's good. And I didn't think that Mike South could be I didn't think Mike South could come up with more subterfuge, but he did. But not just subterfuge. Mike South has come up with what, and it's funny because when you think of the South, and you think of Georgia, you think of hillbillies. And now, hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. You think of Georgia, besides the fact that they are the home of where the first slave ships and the first slave trade was conducted. Aside from that, and aside from the fact that they are currently in the process of passing legislation that will allow anybody, anywhere, to have a handgun and bring it to any place they want. Rather it's a school, rather it's a restaurant, rather it's the YMCA, anywhere. You name it, you can bring a fucking gun. Aside from those glaring things, we make Georgia references and the people from the South with a movie called The Deliverance. And The Deliverance is about three guys, Ned Beatty, Burt Reynolds, John Voight, and this other, I can't remember the other dude's name with the glasses. Four guys. And they go up to basically the hillbilly country to go white water rafting, canoeing. And they wind up in a situation where a bunch of mountain men raped them. Well, they raped Ned Beatty. And eventually Burt Reynolds fucking puts a bow and arrow through one of his fucking guys' heads, and it's pandemonium. Anyways, there's these mountain men, and they have no teeth, and they want blowjobs. They want fucking blowjobs because they're talking about having a pretty mouth, and they want Ned Beatty to squeal like a pig. Squeal! And they're pulling on his ear, And they're like, squeal! And he's like, "Squeal!" And they're like, squeal! Fucking hell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is what, aside from slavery and guns and the Confederate flag, that is the other reference that people think of Georgia and the South. And they have a scene where they have a young retarded child that plays the banjo. And he plays that, and he plays the banjo with one of the characters from the whitewater rafting, and they play a dueling banjo. And the retard is, again, somebody that symbolizes people from the South. And these are the things that you think of when you think of Georgia and you think of the South. Now, never in my life have I ever seen anybody exemplify being that inbred, bitch-like, squealing, getting fucked up his ass more than Mike South. And let me explain. Over the past couple days, Mike South has been outed. And once again, everybody seems to lose track. And when I say everybody, the 3 or 4 losers that actually go onto his message board and support this slimy piece of shit. And what they lose track on is that we're dealing and talking about Mike South. And even Mike South, as much as he can try to create subterfuge and try to steer people away from what the issue is, the real issue is Mike South. Has nothing to do with testing, has nothing to do with people, has nothing to do with anybody except Mike South. It has to deal with the fact that this man has been nothing more than an internet terrorist for a decade and a half. He's been nothing more of somebody that has terrorized tons of people in and out of the industry, to the point where people are in tears, or people break down and actually have to call him and beg him not to say mean things about him. That is what Mike South does. And that is what he has done for a decade and a half. And you would say, why? And I will say, because he was ostracized. He was excommunicated. He was kicked out of his, on his ass in 1996 when we were at Elegant Angel. And he put out one release, and I got his ass fired. Okay? Because I told our boss at the time, Patrick Collins, Big PC, as I would call him, PC, that Mike South was a disgusting fucking troll. The people that he had in his scenes with him had fucking genital warts and herpes lesions, and we all sat in the office and made fun of the tapes. And Patrick Collins told Greg Alves at the time, get rid of this hillbilly. So Mike South put out basically one movie, Southern Bells, or Elegant Angel, Southern Bells, something like that. And that was it. He was done. After that, he banged around with a bunch of low-end amateur companies that basically couldn't do anything with a bunch of product from people from the Deliverance. Literally, disgusting, disease-ridden people. The disease never stopped then, and so what makes anybody think the disease would stop now? Anyways, once he was thrown out of his ass and excommunicated out of Porn Valley, he sat there as a jilted little lover and tried to figure out how he could get back at all the porn people that did him wrong. So he came up with a little blog where he then proceeded to lie about everybody. And if he didn't lie about everybody, he provided half-truths. And if he didn't provide half-truths, he would just make shit up from anonymous readers that were basically just him. Now, he's continued to do this because even to this day, he will print an article or he will print a letter that says, a reader sent me this, and it's just made up shit. I remember when he even was trying to pass off, who was it, Brett Rossi or one of these girls that did a blog post many, many months ago, and he tried to pass it off as if the girl emailed Mike South directly, and we all fucking got hep to the fact that she had posted it on her blog and on her Twitter account days before Mike South got personal email from her. He never did. He just grabbed it off of her fucking blog and Facebook and so forth and so on. So the guy has never stopped being a compulsive liar, and he's lied about everything. And when you go through this guy's blogs, he literally would make shit up about me and say, I got this from anonymous source. And then he would call me scumbag, a little piece of shit. He would sit there and say, I'm gonna bring you down. This is what this guy would do. This is what this guy would do. To the point where at the time he would call my wife at the time a lizard. Again, Lizzie Borden never did anything to Mike South. Never did anything. And she would come in and go, why is this guy talking all this shit about us and calling me names? What the fuck did I ever do? I would go, Lizzie, I don't know. I have no idea. I go, I guess he's upset because I got his ass fired 10 years ago or however many years ago. Well, why is he calling me names? What's his problem with me? I go, his problem is he's trying to hurt as many people as he can because he's a jilted, spurned little lover. That's what he is. He's a little bitch. So this was Mike South. And I keep bringing up instances of where he was a compulsive fucking liar, and yet he still has not corrected, which was one of the biggest stories that he loved to run with, was this being sued by LP duplicating and not wanting to pay them. And that was an example of me, how I am a piece of shit and I don't pay people. But he never told anybody the real story. And he still never has, because he never had a real story. He ran lies. And that's Mike South. So I'm just one of the many that Mike South has tried to bully. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, Mike South bullied me and did what he did to me because I couldn't speak out. My hands were tied from the court cases to also living in glass houses. And basically, I let this man beat me up for a decade and a half. And as long as you keep a fighter in the game, that fighter always has a chance to score a knockout when you least expect it. And as long as I stayed in the game of porn, and as long as I stayed in the game of life, I was always going to be around to wait for my opening to put up counter punch and knock this fucking hillbilly out because he's got a glass jaw. Just like the glass house that he lives in, he's got a glass jaw. And one shot drops this motherfucker, and he don't get up, ever. So, guess what? I hung in there, and I hung in there, and here we are some, I don't know, what, God, 17 years later, and this motherfucker has been exposed. He dropped his guard, and I caught him with a right hook, and he hasn't been able to get up yet. Since I started this program a year ago, I've exposed this piece of shit for exactly what he is. A piece of shit. A scumbag. A disgusting, vile human being. And every time he pokes his head up, I give him a fucking right-left cross. I give him an uppercut. And that's it. And they've called the fight 6 or 7 times, but I just stand over him and I just keep fucking pummeling him. I fucking keep pummeling him. And I won't stop. I will not stop pummeling this motherfucker until he goes away. And he thinks all of this heat that he got on him is going to go away. It's going to die down. It's not going to die away, Mike South. It's not going to die down. You, my friend, are Jim Baker. You are Jimmy Swaggart. You are Ted Haggard. You are fucking the toe tapper. You are fucking Larry Craig times 10, motherfucker. You are the guy that rallies against homosexuality, and then we find you in a Minnesota bathroom looking for fucking blowjobs, motherfucker. That's who you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, this motherfucker has sat there and thrown and hurled boulders at everybody. And he gets outed. He gets outed for being the piece of shit. And never in my life have I seen anybody coil like a dirty little fucking hoe. That's what he is. He's a fucking hoe. Okay? This is the same guy that about 4 weeks ago was sitting there screaming at T-Real and telling T-Real to shut his mouth because he was going to release text messages that he had on a phone. That's big tough guy Mike South, the guy who hides. Guy who fucking hides in fucking hillbilly Ku Klux Klan of fucking Georgia. So, yesterday, he throws shit out there. And if you go to adultfyi.com, you'll see the shit I'm talking about. He literally, to try to deflect what this entire scandal is about, which is him and the practices that he does, and the fact that he's committing all of these acts of indecency, all these acts of dangerous behavior, which he condemns everybody else for. So yesterday, he goes and pulls out things that have nothing to do with Mike South and what is going on, and the things he pulls out are so ludicrous that you actually have to sit back and go, what the fuck? What am I reading? Is this an educated 60-year-old man, or is this a little bitch? Is this an ignorant hillbilly little bitch? Is he everything that we've all thought he was? Yes. This is a man who sits there and says, Axel Braun is not in the past talent testing system. What do you think of that? And it's like, the last I checked, I didn't know Axel Braun performed in blowbangs. I didn't know Axel Braun gets his picture taken while he's trying to knuckle fuck Jessica Chase in a hotel room at Embassy Suites. Again, how does Axel Braun come into the equation that Mike South performs in scenes without tests? And ladies and gentlemen, again, Mike South does one test, an aura swab test. So he takes the fucking test, you buy it Rite Aid, which, okay, that's fine. You use that with conjunction of all the other testing. But he doesn't. Mike South does not have a full panel test. And again, I don't give a shit about PASS. I don't give a shit about Free Speech Coalition. Mike South and his 3 fucking supporters, you stupid motherfuckers, okay? You motherfuckers, you lurking reader, you fucking lacy fucking Blake, you fucking ignorant fuck. Okay? Forget pass. The fact that Mike South doesn't have any other clinic that he sends all of his talent to that test for chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, HPV, Hep. Again, forget pass. All you people want to confuse and try to run these fucking charades and the subterfuge. Listen, forget it. Let's deal with this. The fact that Mike South doesn't even test from anywhere, Planned fucking Parenthood. How's that, assholes? County fucking hospital, assholes. You ignorant fucks. How about that? Forget Free Speech Coalition. We all know Free Speech Coalition is bad. We know they're corrupt. Okay? Puke me. We get it. Okay? We've all established that. But what we haven't established is that Mike South doesn't get tests except for a stick that he swabs in people's mouth. Again, Mike South, you crybaby cunt, and your fucking 3 supporters. Once again, how you guys can sit here and go, well, if Mike South talks about Free Speech Coalition being bad people, why would he test there and his talent test there? You're right. So where do you fucking test? So because you don't like Free Speech Coalition and you don't like the testing services they provide, that means you're immune to testing? No, that means you would test somewhere else. Just like when Dr. Rigg actually used to test and do HIV tests. You could actually go to Dr. Rigg and he would give you an HIV test and he would test you for whatever else you wanted. And you could actually show up on set and go, yeah, I don't have AIM test, but I have West Oaks urgent care test. Look, dated 7 days ago, Dr. Rigg, a professional doctor. Here it is. Look, it says I don't have disease. Here you go. Thank you. Where's that from Mike South? I get it. Free Speech Coalition. I get it. Dr. David Kubiash, bad. Dr. Darcy, bad. Everybody at Free Speech Coalition, bad. So Mike South and your disgusting talent, where do you guys go to get tested for gonorrhea? Okay, chlamydia. How about just them two? Where do you go? You won't even provide those tests because you don't fucking have them. This is simple, motherfucker. This is simple, you cocksucker. We get it. We get it. The fucking testing procedure is bad. Okay, Mike South, what do you say? What do you say in your little fucking post yesterday? You ignorant motherfucker. Let's be honest here. You're right, Mike. Let's be honest here. At least the dirty motherfuckers in the valley all got a piece of paper that said they had a gonorrhea test and a syphilis test and a fucking chlamydia test. Granted, it's from the uber corrupt Free Speech Coalition and all their shitty doctors. I get it. But you got nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing. You fucking got nothing. Don't you understand, Mike South supporters, lacy retard Blake, lurking jerk-off reader, Mike Trich? He's got nothing. What don't you fucking get? Mike South, and I know you're listening to me, you ignorant cocksucker, you got nothing. I would rather have something that is a little dirty. I'd rather have something that has some fucking chinks in the armor than nothing. I would rather have a bulletproof vest going into a drug den that the fucking, the maker goes, all right, listen, here, bro, here's the thing. It's going to protect you against a 9mm. It's going to protect you against a sawed-off shotgun. But if anybody hits you with anything with a higher power, it's probably going to go through and you could fucking fall. Thanks there, Chief. What's my option? Well, you go in with nothing, and any bullet will kill you. Are you fucking assholes understanding this? Are the Mike South and the Mike South supporters understanding this? So, once again, this has nothing to do with the testing procedure. It has everything to do with Mike South telling everybody in the valley that everybody is irresponsible, everybody's not safe, and he is the master. And yet, he doesn't test except for an aura swab on any of his talent. So once again, you could have gonorrhea and work on a Mike South set. If Mike South says that's bullshit, he's lying, and you all know that. And Mike South, you know you're fucking lying, asshole. By your own standards, you cocksucker, I could have gonorrhea and show up on your set, and the only thing you're going to test me for is an aura swab with your blind ass eyes. So I have gonorrhea and I'm fucking girls. That's a fact! You can't get around that, assholes! Mike South can play all the subterfuge he wants. He can sit there and say Axel Braun hasn't tested. Makes absolutely not one iota of a difference in this argument. I didn't know Axel Braun was driving his fucking Bentley down to fucking Georgia and being in a bukkake scene. Didn't know that was happening, which immediately takes him out of the equation. Mike South brings up Katie Summers, who hasn't worked as of today in 11 months. Where that comes in the equation. Mike South, I didn't know Katie Summers was getting into her fucking car and driving down to Georgia to be part of a bukkake scene and to fuck your disgusting ass in a fucking hotel room for the Renaissance Suites or whatever the fuck it is. Don't know where that comes into play. I don't know where the double man, Michael Whiteacre, who likes getting hookers, where does that come into the mix? I didn't know Michael Whiteacre was getting in a car, driving to fucking Georgia, and being a bukkake guy. Again, how does all of this, except that Mike South feels that all of these things will somehow make people go, yeah, Axel Braun, you aren't in the test. What the fuck does that mean? Diane Duke has only tested a couple times. I didn't know Diane Duke was driving to Georgia and participating in scenes with Lindsay Lovehands. I didn't know that. That's new to me. Isn't that new to you guys? Isn't that new to you? Isn't that new to you? That Lindsay Lovehands and Diane Duke are doing scenes in Georgia with Mike South. Didn't know that. Pretty fucking new. Think about that. Think about that. I mean, again, where all of this matters, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. Nina Hartley and Ernest Green, that are swingers. Where the fuck? I didn't know Ernest Green and Nina Hartley were going to Georgia and doing scenes. See how Mike South's logic I mean, seriously, this guy is supposed to be somebody that worked for NASA as a rocket scientist? Are you guys serious? You believe this bullshit? You believe that this guy is highly educated? You believe this guy gave up working for the government at the space program to come and be a fucking blogger? Because he was never a pornographer. He was never a successful pornographer. There's not one success in his bone of being a pornographer. So the guy left working for the government and working for the space program to be a fucking blogger. Really? You guys believe that? Really? I got a Chris Christie bridge to sell you with a big old fucking cheeseburger on it. Again, where the fuck does all these people that are not in the talent testing system, where does that play in to Mike South shooting scenes with guys that are untested for any disease except for an aura swab, and Mike South's claim is they're disease-free because he knows them? I know them. I know them. I look at the peepees, and I know they got no disease. As a matter of fact, I go up and I grab the guy's peepee at the base, and then I pull it and squeeze it all the way through so to see if there's any milk that comes out. If there was no milk, he's A-okay. Yeehaw! Again, how does any of this stuff make a difference when Mike South is shooting talent that is untested? So Mike South takes a girl that he gets from Latata, which we've already established now, and that's the Mike Trich connection. So Mike South shoots talent that goes on down to see Mike South. They then work with 5 or 6 guys. Think about this. They now go and shoot with 5 or 6 guys, untested. One of them gives the girl gonorrhea or fucking chlamydia. Then the girl who still has a fresh test, because it's only have to be renewed every 30 days according to Latata, she now comes out back to the valley and does a whole bunch of scenes, and then she goes and gets tested, and she comes up dirty, and everybody blames the valley. When she's been in fucking Georgia where guys fuck goats. They fuck goats and then fuck on Mike South shoots untested. Untested. I'm sorry, they are tested. Mike South's eyes. Ah, look at the peepees. Wow, look at the peepees. Again, these are facts. This isn't the Mike South, let's spread fucking stupid rumors. I mean, literally, the guy is so out of touch. Even when he makes the comment about Katie and me, he's so out of touch the fact that she hasn't worked in the business in almost a year. She hasn't had a strange pee-pee or vagina in her in almost a year. Fucking Mike South. Seriously, he's that fucking stupid. It's like he's that stupid. Like Katie said yesterday, it's been like 10 or 11 months. So it's obvious Mike South is like a monkey just trying to throw shit on the wall. And hopefully something will hit the wall. Somebody will go, ooh, I smell shit. Well, let's go clean this shit and we'll leave Mike South's shit alone. But the shit that he's throwing is just stupid. It's like completely, it defies logic when you look at the stuff that he's trying to use as subterfuge, because it's laughable. And he's trying to confuse and put together stuff that doesn't go there. He's trying to bring up people's personal lives and show a direct correlation between him shooting 6 and 7 bukkake boys who are untested and them fucking girls and coming in girls' faces and mouths and him fucking girls in hotel rooms and they all don't have tests. And he's trying to say that's the exact same as Diane Duke only being, I mean, what the fuck? God, what the fuck? I'm seriously baffled by this guy. Baffled. I haven't used my famous baffled word in a really long time. So, Mike South, who has girls fly in from Los Angeles to Georgia. They then perform with a whole bunch of talent that's untested. They then fly back to Los Angeles and perform in more scenes. And then when they eventually get retested, they turn up dirty. And it's from LA. It's not from a bunch of fucking Ku Klux Klan fucking members out in fucking Georgia who Mike South doesn't test only through his eyes. Their peepees look clean. So that is the Mike South subterfuge. But it gets better because today's subterfuge is again fucking perplexing. Okay? It's fucking perplexing. But the guy is just, like I said, it's like watching when the Republicans get busted. They try to come up with every excuse in the book. This is just like it. And you know Mike South is a fucking card-carrying Klan member from the fucking South, so he's pretty much a Republican, even though he'll say he's a libertarian. Guys, trust me, if he's a libertarian, what's that? He's a Ron Paul and Rand Paul supporter? Republican. Thank you. Biggest hypocrite scumbags in the world. In the world. Can't get bigger than a hypocrite Republican. And they're ignorant. They're fucking stupid. I mean, Mike South is so fucking stupid. Completely ignorant. I mean, in his post, he even talks about, I do risky things, I scuba dive. What the fuck what does scuba diving have to do with having a fucking bukkake and having 6 untested guys fucking the scene? What does scuba diving got to do with that? See, I do risky things. Okay, but that's completely different than hiring 6 guys who are untested to fuck girls. Once again, all you fucking Mike South jerk-off supporters, you're right. All the testing facilities that are controlled here in California are bad. But Mike South could easily have sent his talent to other facilities, rather they're doctors, hospitals. I don't give a fuck where they are. Doesn't matter. And if he is too cheap to pay for them, then you don't shoot the scene. I always thought Mike South said, you know, if you can't afford to be in the business, then you don't fucking play in the business. Again, everything that Mike South is trying to throw out there is bullshit. And no, you'll never see it disputed because he has a moderated message board. And he'll only let comments through that either he can argue with because they make no fucking sense, or he will block you because you make too much sense and he has no out. Because remember, guys, I'm still waiting for my $200. I'm still waiting for the OSHA inspector's name, the OSHA inspector's number. I'm waiting for the OSHA inspector that Mike South claims to be on every single one of his sets. Now, again, I've seen people try to fucking support him and weasel out of this, but here's the thing that the retards seem to be forgetting. In order for Mike South to bring that up, okay, if it means just what it is, some guy who is a OSHA inspector and nothing more, think about that. I've seen his ignorant message board assholes, okay? Listen, I'm going to read you this, okay? Okay? Listen to this. You actually have somebody trying to weasel out of this. Just listen. This lurking reader, which is really either Mike South posting as himself, which I swear it is. But listen to how they're trying to parse this compliance officer. Because somebody said to Mike South, hey, asshole, where's your fucking your OSHA consultant on your set? Where is all this stuff? So this is what the person responds to. Again, it's not Mike South. It's somebody completely else. Okay? So listen. Listen to this fucking, this guy is so full of, Mike South is so full of shit. So listen, it goes, go ask Karen Tynan what an OSHA compliance officer is. If she tells you it must be additional person or requires paying an outside party, run quick and find a new OSHA lawyer. FYI, never met her, but I feel confident she will confirm the truth. A business OSHA compliance officer is a title for the individual filling the role of OSHA compliance. In most small businesses, it's just another hat worn by the owner. Many large companies, a large school district have separated people and even whole departments for OSHA, 504, ADA, etc. Now I could be snarky and rehash your public faults or get back to this post. The industry is represented by 501c and its subsidiaries. That solicits membership and donations to protect the interests of the industry. So look at this. So again, they won't answer. There's no answering the question. So listen, Mike South goes, interesting you mentioned that I actually offered Peter Warren at AVN the opportunity to talk to him before they ran the little hit piece. They declined. When one of your largest advertisers says you are going to make this guy look bad, I guess that's what you do. If this is what Christian man wishes for his legacy to be, okay by me. Again, Mike South, why would somebody talk to one of your bukkake guys? Did you guys see this fucking guy is such a lying cunt? He's such a piece of shit. Mike South, very simple, you asshole. What is the compliance officer's name? What's his fucking badge number? And where are the reports that says all your sets are compliant, you fucking asshole? You're a liar. What? You can. Hey, Mike South, you want to talk to God? You want to talk to God? I got God in the other room. You can talk to God. Listen to Mike South. Peter Warren, do you want to talk to my compliance officer? Yeah, sure, Mike. I'll talk to your compliance officer. Hello? Hi. I'm Bill Baggins. I'm Mike South's compliance officer. Oh, cool. So, you work for the state of Georgia? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. So Mike South's allowed to just come on people's faces? Yes, he is. In the state of Georgia, we let people exchange bodily fluids just like that. That's what we do. Okay, so you're compliant on every one of it. Yes, we're compliant. Okay, see you later. Is that guy, I'm telling you, this guy Mike South and his fucking alter ego, Lurking Reader, gotta be the two biggest fucking morons. Before AVN ran that hatchet job on me, what hatchet job? It was this big. It was 2 paragraphs that stated what Whiteacre said with a link, and then the quote from Mike South was, "Fuck you, I don't need to dignify my actions to any of you people. And secondly, I have a compliance officer on every single one of my sets." End of quote. Okay, who's the compliance officer? You want to talk to him? I'm playing hooky from school, and the school calls me up. Mrs. Akari, how you doing? Oh, how you doing? Yeah, are you really sick? Yeah, I'm really sick. Is your mom there? We want to confirm this. Oh, okay. Hi, this is Mrs. Akari. Is this Mrs. Akari? Yeah. Yeah, is Rob really sick? Yeah, he's really sick. Okay, thank you. Bye. Bueller? I mean, literally, is Mike South gotta be the... Listen to this. I offered Peter Ward and AVN the opportunity to talk to him before they ran that little hit piece. Okay, Mike South, very simple. Put in your blog the fucking Georgia OSHA inspector's name, his badge number, and all of the paperwork when he has inspected every single one of your sets. It's very simple. This isn't something that should be hidden. If you are volunteering the information to a nationally public publication like AVN, you're volunteering this because it's on record. If it's on record, you should be able to provide the information so everybody in the world can verify it. Now, if you're not going to divulge the information, that means that this OSHA inspector was working in an unofficial capacity, which goes back to my statement being, if I have an off-duty police officer working one of my house parties, I can't claim that I have the Los Angeles Police Department running security for my house party. That just means I got a degenerate friend who's part of a gang, who in his off time likes to drink beer and pick up young girls. So once again, Mike South, you are a lying piece of shit. You are caught lying, and forever, and forever, and forever, motherfucker, you are going to be getting this shoved up your ass because you're a fucking liar. Do you get that, Mike South? Again. Now I fucking see Mike fucking Klitsch, the angel of death. I see, or Tim Trich, the angel of death. And he's going after Free Speech Coalition, talking about their testing procedures. We're not talking about them. We're talking about Mike South. We're talking about how Mike South is a lying scumbag. Tim Trich, the angel of death, motherfucker, who I'm telling you, if you guys start going back and researching the positive HIV infections during the tenure of Mike Trich, you're going to see some very, very shady things. You're going to see some very shady fucking things. you're going to see some very shady fucking things. Bottom line, once again, Mike South, you fucking douchebag. What is the OSHA inspector's name? What is his badge number? We're going to wait. And we're going to keep asking this because you keep throwing it around, Mike South. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the guy and his two supporters, Lurking Reader, which is him posting as his alter ego, and Tim Tritch, the Angel of Death. Seriously, Tim Tritch, the Angel of Death. A guy who literally goes on Mike South's message board and talks about blowing up the industry with a nuclear bomb. The guy who sings Kenny Rogers songs and talks about spilling blood. A guy who is directly involved with suspiciously a quick, just like that, cases of HIV/AIDS with Darren James, Miss Arroyo, Jessica D, just like this. Out of the blue, when fucking Tim Tritch was involved with AIM and was feeling a little jilted, as his fake name says, because they supposedly owed him hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then ran to AIDS Healthcare Foundation once the damage was done with AIM and Mitch. And then once AIDS Healthcare Foundation booted his ass to the curb because what he promised them he couldn't deliver, he then worked for Derek Hay at Latata. And since then now, he's been working with Mike South. Tim Tritch is the Angel of Death, man. The guy is fucking dangerous. The guy is fucking dangerous. He has no idea what he's talking about when it comes to safety. This is a guy who is directly involved with 4 to 5 cases of HIV. The guy who's talking about blowing up the industry, the guy who's talking about spilling blood, just happened to be involved with people that had HIV. And since then, when have we had an outbreak like that? Huh? Oh, when have we had an outbreak like that? When have we had an outbreak that you could not attribute to different things? Cameron Bay, everybody could connect dots and go, well, maybe this, well, maybe that. It's a good probability. Rod Date. But the last case we had involved 5 people, all heterosexual, coming from a heterosexual man who just happened to be in Brazil. The same things that John Staliano does, same things that Joey Silvera does, same thing that a lot of people do. So Darren James comes back with the bug, and then just like that, a whole bunch of girls are infected. Think about it, guys. Tim Tritch is the fucking Angel of Death, man. You want to talk about dangerous people? You want to talk about trying to destroy this business? Tim Tritch is trying to destroy this business. And he's been trying since 04 and 05. He's been trying for the last decade, ladies and gentlemen. He's been poisoning people. Very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Mike South does not want to, okay? Think about this. Think about this. Seriously, you guys, I'm completely baffled. Mike South has got to be just nothing more than a fucking moron. Seriously. The guy is just a fucking inbred moron. Okay? An inbred moron. He will not give information about his fucking badge number, his OSHA inspectors, nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing. And when you go to the Mike South subterfuge about his medical advisory board, and he posts a huge article about Sean Darcy, okay, who I guess is part of the past medical advisory board. Again, why does any of this fucking matter? Everybody has already established that, and when I say everybody, me, different people that question Free Speech Coalition and Diane Duke, which is fine. We've all established that. Let's think about this. We've all established that Free Speech Coalition, Christian Man, Diane Duke, the whole lot of them, don't do a good job. We've already established that. Nothing new. From the Mr. Marcus syphilis and the fact that people did get syphilis, and I have doctor notes from past that prove this, to Kurt Treptow. We've established all this. So, Mike South putting a picture of Sean Darcy and talking about how he was dismissed from a plastic surgery residence program at the University of Irvine School of Medicine. How does this, once again, matter into the grand scheme of things of Mike South and his Bukkake boys fucking girls without tests and claiming that there's Georgia OSHA officers who inspect his sets and are on every single one of them? Can anybody answer this? This is the subterfuge that we get. Can anybody fucking help me out here? Please, come on. Can somebody please help me out? Where talking about this guy, Sean Darcy, is part of what we're talking about. Is Sean Darcy driving down to Georgia and being a Bukkake guy? Come on, guys. Is Sean Darcy driving down to Georgia and being a Bukkake guy? Is Sean Darcy driving down to Georgia trying to do plastic surgery on Bukkake guys? Is he trying to give them penis implants? Where does Sean Darcy fit into the big picture of all of Mike South's fucking lies? Does anybody want to tell me? Mike South, I know you're listening to me, you fucking inbred jerk-off. Do you and Mike Tritch, or Tim Tritch, and Lurking Reader, and Lacey fucking Blake, that fucking moron, do you guys want to tell me where this doctor fits in to Mike South lying? Does anybody, or is it just to say, I'm a scumbag and he's a scumbag? Is that what, I mean, literally, It's like all we've been getting from Mike South since Friday is, I'm an asshole and you're an asshole. So let's just be a big asshole together. And it's like, wait a minute, Mike. We all know we're assholes. I've raised my hand and said I'm the biggest asshole in the world. Matter of fact, Mike, for the last decade and a half, you have posted on your website that I'm the biggest asshole, I'm the biggest scumbag, and I'm all of these evil things. It's you, Mike South, that is claimed to be the saint. It's you, Mike South, that is claimed to be Mr. Righteous. It's you, Mike South, that has gone on there and said you have to rid the business of people like me and all these others because we're bringing heat on the business. We're making the business look bad. We're horrible for the business. Remember this, Mike South? Remember this, you fucking scumbag, hypocrite, cocksucker? You fucking gutless punk? You follow me there, Mikey? Mikey, I know you're listening, bitch. You following me, you faggot? Tim Trich, you listening to me, you faggot? Mike South, alter ego, lurking reader, you listening to me, faggot? Lacey Blake, you ignorant motherfucker, you listening to me? We've already established that I'm a scumbag, Axel Braun's a scumbag, Free Speech Coalition's a scumbag, Sean Darcy's a scumbag. We've already established that we're all scumbags. And Mike South is the fucking Mother Teresa of the business. You know, when somebody has a problem, they run to Mike South, and Mike South tells the guys to shut their mouths, or he's going to post text messages. You know, like Mike South actually threatens to post private text messages. That's Mr. Righteous. That's Mr. Righteous. Mr. Righteous that's looking out for all the women in the business. But yet, he doesn't feel it's necessary that the women he shoots should be fucking guys that have a full battery of tests. Well, they do. They have the test with Mike South's eyes. You know, the same eyes that say that 75-year-old fucking Mexican maids are fucking Sofia Delgado. Those tests. Right? Is that what it is, Mikey? Right? Again, where the fuck does Sean Darcy and his medical practices fit into Mike South being a hypocrite and being a fucking Jimmy Swaggart, a.k.a. Newt Gingrich, a.k.a. Larry Craig, a.k.a. Jerry fucking Jimmy Swaggart, a.k.a. Where? You got to help me out here. Again, we all know. Okay? Think about this. You all know, and we've all talked about our issues with Free Speech Coalition, PASS, and the testing system. Okay, let's put that there. Can we please get to the issue, which is Mike South not practicing what he preaches? Mike, have you forgot that, you fucking douche? Just like you said in your end of your comments, Sean Darcy, David Kobarash, yeah, this medical advisory board is shaping up very interesting. And you guys thought I abandoned that story. You don't know me very well. You don't know me very well. I'm just an ignorant hillbilly motherfucker. You don't know me very well. You don't know me. I know I've done all these horrible things, but hey, let's look at Sean Darcy. He got reprimanded and thrown out of trying to be a plastic surgeon. Okay, and okay, that we got that, Mike. That's factual. Now what? You still haven't fucking answered what everybody's asking you, fuck stick. You fucking retard. And your little fucking supporters, your angel of death, Tim Trich, and your fucking lurking reader, the retard, and Lacey Blake, the moron. Guys haven't answered our questions. We already know Free Speech Coalition is bad. We already know that. We already know that Diane Duke is bad. We already know that. We already know those things. But what we didn't know was that Mike South was such a fucking scumbag hypocrite. No. No, the captain saved the industry. The captain saved a hoe. Oh, Scott Sparks, you better stop telling low-end black girls that you can make them a star in a Brazzers movie. I'm going to post all your information now, scumbag. And I tried to call Gianna Michaels over at Brazzers. Go figure. She wouldn't talk to me. Bunch of cowards. Really? Mike South, you're the biggest coward bitch in the entire fucking world. That's what you are. You are exactly what is from Georgia. A squealing little pig that gets fucked up its fucking ass. But your mouth ain't pretty, motherfucker. You know how your mouth would be pretty, Mike South? Having somebody knock every one of your fucking dirty, disgusting teeth out, okay? And making you, Mike South, I would love for somebody to make you fucking bite the fucking curb, you fuck. And then, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. The Free Speech Coalition sure knows how to pick them. Just like picking Uncle Peg to do a smear campaign on me and others. If you take a look at the joke of a site, you see one advertiser, Evil Angel. You know who pays for that ad? Christian Man is in the board of directors of Free Speech Coalition. Christian Man. When your only advertiser tells you to run a smear campaign, you do it. Okay, so Mike South, again, let me ask you this, because you are so fucking righteous and you know everything. So you run an ad from Latata for months and months and months, especially during the height of the syphilis and hepatitis C outbreak. And you then claim to everybody that, guess what? Derek Hay doesn't pay for the ads. You show no special treatment, and you just put that banner up there because you feel in your heart that Latata does a good job. And everybody goes, oh, okay, Mike, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But Tompkins and Ari and the Real Porn WikiLeaks, they have a site, and they promote Evil Angel product. And they are on the tape. They're being paid thousands of dollars to run a smear job against Mike South. And that's a fact. Now, Mike South, let me ask you this. What if they came out and said the exact same thing? Christian Man doesn't pay us anything. And we run these ads because A, we like Evil Angel, B, most of the girls in these movies we're running ads on are part of Mark Spiegler's talent staff, and we're friends with Mark Spiegler, and we're friends with his girls. And that's why we do it. So now what's your answer to that, Mike? Bullshit! Bullshit! They're lying! Really, Mike? Again, you are such an inbred asshole that you throw around so much shit because you are guilty yourself, motherfucker. You are guilty yourself. And it just shows you your boy Tim Trich, the angel of death, really fucking sold you out. The fact that he is your biggest supporter, he's your biggest fucking poster on your site, he gives you all the little medical scoops, and he worked for Latata, which was owned and operated by Derek Hay. So there's the connection. There's the connection with you, Derek Hay, Tim Trich, Latata. And yet, you just ran their sites, advertisements, because you felt they did a good job. You did a good job. But Ari Bass, Tompkins, and the Porn WikiLeaks guys are somehow on the take from Chris Mann. And Chris Mann, while he's sitting there full of fucking cancer, is coming up with all these plans to fucking go after Mike South. Mike South, you're pretty arrogant, you stupid motherfucker, because guess what? I have done 10 times worse of going after Chris Mann and Evil Angel than you ever have, you fucking moron. And you have the arrogance to say that Ari Bass and Tompkins are doing all of this stuff at the behest of Christian Mann? Really? Mike South, this is the Chris Mann death dollar. It's been up here for over a month and a half. Me and Tom Byron bet over and under of 6 months. I bet that Chris Mann will live past 6 months, and Tom Byron bet me that he will be dead in less than 6 months. Mike South, you've never once talked about Chris Mann and his cancer. Again, Mike South, the Rob Black Show and Adult FYI are 10 times more brutal on Evil Angel and Christian Mann and John Stagliano than you ever are. But yet, there's this giant conspiracy between Tompkins, Ari Bass, and their website against you because they run Evil Angel ads. And you're too stupid, asshole, to take a look at what those ads are. Dana DiArmond, Spiegler girl. Dana Vaspoli, Spiegler girl. Everybody they promote, you fucking moron, are Spiegler girls. Their fucking partner that works with them, Cindy Spiegler. You're such an arrogant, inbred hillbilly, Mike South, and you're trying to throw so much shit around that you are so ignorant and stupid. You don't even fucking realize how ignorant and stupid you appear to the outside world. There is no Evil Angel conspiracy. If there was ever a conspiracy, you stupid motherfucker, it would be going after me. I torture John Stagliano and Christian Mann on a daily basis, Mike South. When your little comment, and guys, this is the best. If this isn't somebody just begging for Rob Black to help them, if this isn't for somebody begging Rob Black, this is somebody who's beaten me up for 16, 17 years, spread lies about me, and this is what this inbred hillbilly says. Note to Rob Black, just damn, dude, at least they are getting paid to spread that bullshit. Or maybe you are just sucking up, hoping Christian will throw you some scraps too. I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you. Again, Mike South, do you see this, you asshole? You see what this is? The Chris Mann death dollar? Mike South, maybe you're fucking, you have AOL Prodigy disc, and you have dial-up, and you're about 5 months behind. I would say about a week ago. Maybe less than that, and the best part is, Mike South, you have my fucking Twitter, motherfucker. You follow me on Twitter, you hillbilly retard. And once again, this is just an example of Mike South throwing shit against the wall. trying to create subterfuge. A week ago, Mike South, we wrote a story about Joey Silveira and John Stagliano going to Brazil and spreading AIDS all over Brazil. I even took a picture of John Stagliano and Joey Silveira from Joey Silveira's Facebook, put it on my Instagram, which then went out on Twitter, and said, Joey Silveira and John Stagliano chasing the bugs. Yeah, so let me ask you this, Mike South. If Christian Man is John Stagliano's bitch, which we all have that established, the only money that he has access to is that of John Stagliano's. So explain to me, how am I kissing up to Christian Man and John Stagliano when I'm writing stories and posting pictures of John Stagliano and Joey Silveira calling them bug chasers? Matter of fact, Mike South, when Tom Byron does the article today to once again shove this fist up your fucking hillbilly asshole, he will print out in links in the last 2.5 months probably about 13 stories that have been written about Christian Man and fucking John Stagliano. And then, Mike South, I will fucking also provide Tom Byron the links to all the YouTube videos that are up about Christian Man and John Stagliano, especially the one that has Christian Man's face and it says wanted, and the caption says, have you seen this dirty wizard lately? Because, Mike South, you are so correct that I am just kissing up to Christian Man and John Stagliano so I can get some scraps. I know, this death dollar really, is really kissing up. Having a dollar, let me show all you guys, because once again, I love to shove things up Mike South's ass, and if he was here in person, I would do it physically, because he's a fucking jerk-off, along with his little supporters. What the fuck is that? Chris Man, see that? Death, and it's abbreviated, dollar. That, you're right, Mike South. That is definitely a way to kiss up to somebody, and that's posting a dollar bill that says the Chris Man death dollar on the wall of one's television show, so everybody sees it 27 hours a week. Mike South, I'll tell you, if that's kissing up, God, I hate to see what me not liking Chris Man is. Does that, would that mean I just drive down there and fucking sever his fucking head off? And then go and kill Stagliano? I mean, seriously, Mike South, once again, you are like a little crying cunt bitch that's asking Rob Black to please help. Stop jumping on me, Rob Black. Damn. Note to Rob Black, damn, dude. At least they're getting paid to spread that bullshit. Or maybe you're just sucking up to Christian. You're right. That death dollar sure does do it there, Mike South. The death dollar. You're right, Mikey. Woo! Mike South. Motherfucker. You're a piece of shit. You are an inbred hillbilly cocksucker. Okay? You are dead man walking. Your fucking website is garbage. Your website's always been garbage. It's full of fucking lies. You have put yourself in this high regard as being holier than thou. And what has been proven is holier than shit. You are garbage. You are nothing. You are a punk bitch. That's what you are, Mike South. You're little fucking 3 people. You're fucking, you're fucking attempted murderer. That's what he is, an attempted murderer. Tim Tritch, a guy who for the last 10 years has had a chip on his shoulder about the porn industry and has been doing everything in his power to bring it down. Rather it's infecting people, rather it's playing 3 sides against another. The man is a disgusting human being. Okay? The man is a disgusting human being. Who every time he opens his mouth, he sells himself out. Just like his post yesterday when he tells the world that he knows more about the testing procedures and how testing works than I know in a thimble, or something as innocuous and stupid as that. Which, number one, I've never claimed to know anything other than you go get a test. And you look at somebody with your eyes and go, oh, they got disease. I know looking at somebody's dick and looking at someone's pussy, I can't tell if they have disease, but I know by a test, and I know to wear a fucking rubber. Those are the things that I know. Or just jack off on someone and not let nobody touch your shit if you think they're full of fucking disease. That's about it. Other than that, Timmy, I don't know anything more than you do, but I know that you're tipping your hand and telling everybody that you know so much that you can make dastardly things happen. I know Tim Tritch knows enough that he could possibly infect people. I know that Tim Tritch could possibly be at the center of the last time we had an HIV outbreak that had no links to any gay performers, crossover performers, nothing other than a guy coming back from Brazil. And just like that, one after another, HIV, 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 HIV. Since then, the cases that we've had have been able to be explained, regardless if the explanations are weak, but they sure have been able to explain. There leaves a bit of doubt when you say, well, Cameron Bay had a gay boyfriend who performed in gay scenes for kink.com with unprotected transsexuals. Okay, possible. Cameron Bay performed in a scene, public disgrace with untested talent, and Xander Corbus had a bloody dick. Possible. The other kid who had the AIDS, T.J. Cummings, knew Sofia Delgado. T.J. Cummings performed in crossover work. Possible. All those things are possible. The Darren James incident was Darren James, who before went to Brazil, nobody ever claimed he was gay. Nobody ever claimed that he did crossover stuff. And he came back from Brazil and had HIV, and then a whole bunch of talent had HIV. And all those talent were never linked to working with crossovers. All those talent were never linked to having gay or crossover boyfriends. All they were linked to was 2 people, Darren James and Tim Tritch. Answer me that. Answer me that, Batman. And all Mike South can come up with is that I'm hoping that Christian Man will get some money from John Staliano to give me, and that's why I'm sucking up to Christian Man and Evil Angel. Okay. Yeah. Once again, Mike South, every day, every night, I'm going to ride you. I'm going to ride you like the fucking dog you are. I'm going to fucking ride you like the fucking wildebeest that you are. There's nowhere for you to hide, motherfucker. You're a punk bitch. You have lied about one too many people, and more importantly, motherfucker, you've lied about me for the last time with your anonymous sources. and all of your bullshit, because that's all you are, is a fucking blog site of lies and bullshit. You've been exposed, and now you're crying like a little whore. Damn, Rob. Damn, dude. I ain't your fucking dude. I'm your daddy, and you're my bitch, motherfucker. I ain't your fucking dude. I've never been your fucking friend. And all you fucking asshole people out there, because somebody from my camp, somebody that used to be with us, who used to hate the fact that I wouldn't talk about Mike South 10 times a day. When Mike South sent me an email that stated how the testing procedure worked and the fact that John Stagliano, if he took the test from any of the testing clinics, would pass it because of the fucking medicines he's on. And that email got sent out because I only sent that email to one person to write a story. And that email then was sent out to the blogging sphere. And that somehow proved that I was friends with Mike South. I have no idea how any of you idiots came up with that. I don't know. And the information that was given to me was nothing more than what John Stagliano has already claimed in interviews. So how's that, motherfucker? How's that for them apples? John Stagliano has already claimed in interviews that right now his viral load is so low that it is undetectable in a fucking test. John Stagliano's already stated that, you assholes. He's already stated in interviews that he takes the medicines and his viral load is so low that he would pass the fucking test over at the fucking town testing or fucking cutting edge. That is a fact. So you fucking morons, okay? You fucking morons need to understand something. Okay, when somebody sends me a piece of information, I don't give a fuck if it's fucking Adolf Hitler himself. If the fucking information is going to lead me to the promised land and to prove that the world is not fucking flat, then I don't care who gave it to me. I'm going to use that information. But for one motherfucking second, don't you fucking think that I'm friends with a motherfucker like Mike South. Don't you ever fucking think so. Motherfucker, I am friends with nobody except for the immediate circle that is part of my fucking inner sanctum. That's it. And that consists of about 4 fucking people. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about any of yous. If you can't benefit me, hey, you can't help me, I don't need you. I use you up and spit you out. Pooh, like fucking shit. So get off this horse that I was ever friends with Mike South. I fuck him where I breathe. Do you understand me? Do you fucking understand me? Are we fucking clear? Can you guys say crystal? Thank you. It's the Rob Black Show, 143. We're going to take a break. You know why? Because I'm going to go take a shit right now. Because I had a whole bunch of protein this morning. Had a whole bunch of protein. That's why. Had a whole bunch of protein, and my asshole is filled right now. My asshole is filled with Mike Souths. And that's what I'm going to do right now. And in closing, guys, want to talk about more subterfuge? If you go to Mike South's page, he has a story up now called Senior Tag. You can't be tagged if you are naked. I'm not even going to read this fucking story, but it's about some town in Ohio. I don't even know. But he bumped down the Darcy story, this ever important Darcy story. Okay? So he could post some bullshit story out of Ohio. Again, the guy has got to be so hopped up on fucking lewds or whatever the fuck else he's fucking doing that he's just getting fucking more ignorant and more stupid as the fucking days go on. Seriously. Fucking amazing. It's the Rob Black Show. And we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back, talk about a couple things, and then Kay Summers will be calling it. So let's listen. You know what? A matter of fact, while I shit, let's revisit. A matter of fact, let's revisit. Let me see here. Hold on. We're going to revisit. I got a wicked shit. I do. I do. Let's fucking revisit something here. Oh, God. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. You know what? Let's revisit the Christian man story, since I am waiting for some scraps, okay? It's Christian man, our favorite scumbag and evil angel. Anyways, I've got something I wanted to talk about that I've been holding back on. And you'll say, why, Rob? And I'll say, well, every time I wanted to bring it up, we were kind of bogged down with other issues. And so we were not able to bring up a story that to me encompasses two topics, and that is fat people and the disdain I have for obese motherfuckers and Republicans. Yes, you say, Rob Black, are you going to talk politics right now in the afternoon show? Is that what you're going to do? And I say, well, yes, I am. We're going to talk about politics because in the last few days we haven't brought any political issues up. And so I've been sitting on my Governor Fat Fuck Chris Christie's scandal for a couple days now. And you know I was chomping at the bit to get on this. You definitely knew I was chomping at the bit to get on this. And so guess what? Welcome to the Fat Fuck Zone. So now, let me fill some of my audience in. I know some of my audience are not very political savvy. I know a lot of you just want to talk about herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, and all the bullshit that goes with that. And now, some of my other fans know that this is a political show, social show. This is what we do, and we have gotten away from the world of pornography 6 hours a day. We explained to everybody when we started this odyssey, and say 8-9 months ago, that odyssey and that journey was basically a way to get the Rob Black Show, Rob Black, and everything that we do over. Meaning, to get us into the limelight, to get us back in circulation and get us the talk and the buzz about us. So as we pivoted from talking about dick, pussy, herpes every goddamn day of every minute of every hour, we have now segued and pivoted into current events, into a more rounded out talk show slash entertainment show slash current events slash everything that a Rush Limbaugh or a Howard Stern or a Sean Hannity or a Alan Combs or a Michael Savage, or all of those people, and infused it with a little bit of Rob Black. And that is ultimately what we've and strive to be. So, let me explain who Governor Chris Christie is. He is the New Jersey governor, and he is fat. And when I say fat, he is morbidly obese. Now, we've talked about this on our show before, and we even pointed out when Chris Christie won his re-election bid for the governor of New Jersey, while he stood on stage accepting the win, and he was up there with his family is even fat, from his son to his daughter on to his wife. It's a fat family. And normally, when the main person of the family is obese, the rest of the family is obese. So Governor Chris Christie is a morbidly obese man, which makes the rest of his family fat. They're not morbidly obese, but they're a fat family. If you look at the daughter, you look at the son, everybody is out of shape and slovenly looking. No different than when you look at Jerry Estrada, who's morbidly obese, his family's fat. Most of the people that I've ever been friendly with or just socially known, if their fathers or mothers are obese, the rest of the family is, because if your father, who is the provider of your food and your shelter and everything, that's your dad, that is somebody you look up to. If they are morbidly obese and they don't care about their own health and their own well-being, that trickles down to children. That trickles down to the entire household. So in turn, your entire household and your family are just as unhealthy and as disgusting as you are. Some of them are morbidly obese. Some of them are just plain out fat. But eventually it will lead to being morbidly obese, because that is what always happens. So, when you look at Governor Chris Christie and everything about him, it is nothing but pure gristle. And I'm like, why the fuck did my I stopped for a minute because my browser went out and it signed off. So anyways, so this is a man who's just disgusting, and that is just physically his body and who he is. Now, the disgusting part as far as politics goes is, let me explain. He, again, is the governor of New Jersey. Now, that claim to fame is nothing to really brag about, considering New Jersey is the fucking armpit of the East Coast. It literally is. It is really the armpit of
the East Coast, from the way it smells to the way it looks, you name it. It is just a disgusting, wretched place to live. And Jesus Christ, I put it this way, even gangsters, seriously, even fucking the mob looked at New Jersey as just a fucking cesspool of shit. And when you were a shitty-ass mobster, you were ostracized to fucking New Jersey. So, it has always been the garbage fucking state on the East Coast. So when you talk about New York, and somebody brings up New Jersey, you go, but I mean, really, New Jersey is a disgusting, filthy, vile fucking place. So, this man, Governor Chris Christie, runs that state. So, let me explain to you what happened. Around September, okay, you had local highway lanes that went into a heavily traveled George Washington Bridge. And it links New Jersey to New York, okay? And what happened was, for about 4 days, they had lane closures that caused massive traffic disruptions in the New Jersey town of Fort Lee. And you had people that were not being able to go to work. Literally, I'm not exaggerating, this isn't bullshit. You literally had people that were not able to go to work because this freeway, and when I say freeway, this, what the fuck? Hold on a second, guys. Hey, Byron, are we on? I'm still on? Okay. It's fucking bizarre. Your room. Alright. Because everything just shut off, so. Not on my feed, but all my web stuff. It just, I don't know, it just crashed. No, he's the one. Alright. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, let me finish. So, what you had done was, I got a fucking sidetrack. So this George Washington Bridge, okay, and it links New Jersey to New York. It is a massive, massive traffic hub. And so, mysteriously, for 4 days, every goddamn lane was shut down, except for one. And so, you had people that were not able to get to work. You had children that were not able to get to school. You had people actually die because they couldn't get to doctors. And this lasted for 4, and I said that, but I need you to understand, 4 days. Imagine the, I'm trying to think, imagine the 405, and we don't even have a bridge, so I'm just trying to equate to everybody what that would amount to. I guess, imagine that the 405 and the exchange when you go over the hill from the 101 and the 170. Imagine the 405 being basically shut down for 4 days and only having one lane open for morning till night for 4 days. I mean, literally, just that's it. You know that if you want to go on the 405 from 6 lanes to 1 during Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So basically, all week during work, during every imaginable thing that you would have to do in Los Angeles, and they closed the entire 405 down except for 1 lane. And now they made the entire Los Angeles fucking area drive 1 lane to get in and out of Los Angeles, whether you're going to Orange County, or anywhere. And they closed down the fucking 405. So the airport, so if you're in the valley and you got to get to the fucking airport, you're going to be on 1 lane, 1 fucking lane. Think about this. We as Los Angelinos, when we're trying to get places during the normal day, we have 6, 7 fucking lanes open, and we're cursing the world because we're in fucking stop traffic. Literally, we're just sitting there like this, going, "Are you fucking for real? Why is there more cars than highway in California?" Think about the era when there was Los Angeles freeway shootings. Think about this entire scenario, guys, of the 405. And then imagine that for 4 days, the entire system is shut except for 1 highway, or 1 lane. That's it, 1 lane, and it's not even the carpool lane. It's just that 1 shitty middle lane. And that's it. So, you want
Chris Christie scandal, Christian man story. I did the Chris Christie scandal instead of the Christian man story. Sorry, you guys. Jesus Christ, I just got back from the bathroom. And, you know, it's like, dude, I have to spend a certain amount of time in there trying to flush the turd down. It's just unbelievable, man. It really is. I don't get why the bathroom cannot flush a turd down. Granted, the turd's like this long. I get it. It's a long-ass turd. But there's nothing else in there. There's nothing else in there. It's the turd. It's not fucking loaded with toilet paper. It's nothing. You watch the turd go down, and half of it goes down, and then the other half sticks out of the fucking hole in the bowl. Just won't flush. I flushed 3 fucking times. Turd will not fucking flush. I don't understand why that is. Okay? I don't understand why that is. It's just so fucking, ugh. I hate that, man. Fucking, ugh. 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 Alright, Kay's ready, so I'm serious, you guys. I fucking hate that, man. I don't know how to explain it. Just really pisses me off. Just totally pisses me off. I have to spend literally fucking 10 minutes in there trying to flush a turd that will not flush, and I don't understand how there is no goddamn how there is no fucking goddamn enough pressure to send the turds down. Man, I fucking hate this. I do. I hate this. Fucking hate this. Anyways. Calling Katie Summers right now. Man. I wonder who's crying now. Two hearts but two love. Who'll be the lonely one? I wonder who's crying now. Two hearts born to love. Alright, here we go. It is Katie Summers time. What time? Katie Summers time. Summers. Summers, you there? Summers, I got you now. My phone was not plugged properly in. Katie Summers is here with us live, everybody. Live, ladies and gentlemen. And we would like to welcome the one, the only, the greatest woman in the world. She goes by the name of none other than K.D. Summer. Hi, Katie Summers. So what you're saying is I remind you of your dad. Okay, fair enough. All right, Miss Summers, give us some fucking news. We're feeling newsy right now. I want news. What's he do? So, what was his reasoning for canceling his Australian tour? Like, what was his original reasoning? And Katie Summers, I know you are the pop culture diva, but why do we fucking care if Kanye West is canceling his tour in Australia? We weren't going to Australia. All right, my bad. Go ahead. I got you, but I thought he already came out with an album called Yeezus. Are you being serious? All right, Katie Summers busting out some fucking Kanye West. Is it like why did he like why is he yelling at Anderson Cooper? I mean, Anderson Cooper is the least I mean he's an investigative journalist, but he's an investigative journalist when it comes to like sweatshops in Malaysia, when it comes to fucking corruption in politics. What the fuck could he have been doing that got Alec Baldwin so upset that Alec Baldwin's got to call him a faggot cocksucker and stuff like that? Like seriously, like what the fuck could Anderson Cooper possibly do? Is Alec Baldwin does he have a sweatshop somewhere? Is he fucking doing something illegal? I mean, what the fuck do you got to do as what do you got to do that Anderson Cooper is on your bad side or is doing something against you that makes you feel that you got to yell at Anderson Cooper? Like, what do they say? What the fuck it's from, or just Alec Baldwin looking at Anderson Cooper saying, "You fucking faggot cocksucker," and that's that? Oh man, it's just bizarre. I mean, I've heard Alec Baldwin. I've heard Alec Baldwin getting all upset uh, and screaming and yelling at gay people and shit like that. Like I've heard this. It's just he's done it a lot, you know, and it's just it's weird. It's like fucking. It's weird at how he goes about it. Now, granted, I have used the gay slurs, and I've done things like that, but I've used it in context where somebody was being bitchy, somebody was being like a little girl, somebody was being somebody that would get fucked up their ass, and so you make a reference and say, you know, you're being a bitch, you're being a little faggot. But I've never literally looked at a gay person and said, hey, you fucking faggot. Like, to me, there's a difference between using that slang to say somebody is acting girlish, somebody that is, and when I say girlish, again, people will give me heat on that and say, you know, that's the problem with society, is because what's manly and what's girlish. But most people understand the concept that, at least in my mind, somebody that is a faggot, a little bitch, is somebody that you would see wearing assless chaps at a gay parade with pink hair, running around going, hello, hello. To me, that's a traditional bitchy faggot. That's a little fucking queen. So when you see somebody that's acting like that, but they're a man. So if you see a player that is sitting out a game, or you see somebody that is crying the blues like a Mike South does, you use the reference, oh, they're being a little faggot, they're being a little bitchy queen faggot, because that reference is they're being somebody that's wearing assless chaps at a fucking parade going, hello. But to actually go and see someone gay, somebody like Anderson Cooper, who doesn't act like that, and just go, hey, what's up, you fucking faggot cocksucker, that's fucking weird, hateful shit. So I wonder what is going on in Alec Baldwin's head, that he literally looks at Anderson Cooper and goes, you faggot cocksucker, I hate you. Weird. You're 100% right. That's why it's bizarre when Alec Baldwin says that about Anderson Cooper. I get it when he's yelling at a journalist, you know, then he might push and the journalist starts acting all bitchy and he's like, you faggot. Like, I get it. It's like, yeah, okay. But when he openly calls out Anderson Cooper, it's like, the fuck did Anderson Cooper do? I mean, he's like the most like I said, he's the most non-threatening, confrontational guy, unless you're somebody that's like got a sweatshop in fucking Indonesia and you're employing, you know, 6-year-old children, and Anderson Cooper's there with a television crew to expose you and put you in prison. Then you would yell at him and call him a cocksucking faggot. But unless Anderson Cooper's doing that, I don't really see any reason to call him out as being a cocksucking faggot. So there's my Anderson Cooper fucking Alec Baldwin synopsis. I think Alec Baldwin might be a closet homo. I think Alec Baldwin, you got to understand something. He's part of that Baldwin family, and that one Baldwin is like a religious freak who actually will go and protest outside of adult bookstores, and he preaches stuff from the Bible, and he's against homosexuality. So I bet you he's one of them. Anybody, listen, anybody who is openly and actively against gay people, and they're openly and actively on campaigns and missions to put down gay people and be like, you can't marry, you can't have rights, they are secretly gay inside, and they hate themselves for being gay. And this is a way that they battle with that inner demons. Anybody who is that hell-bent on denying gay people any type of rights and is just flat out being nasty, those are closet gay people. Seriously, there's a difference between, like I've always said, busting balls and making jokes like we do with blacks and Mexicans and gays and white trash people and Italians. But then there's a difference between saying, I don't want that person to be able to marry. And you're like, why? Because he's a fag. And you're like, and? Well, I don't want him to marry. It ruins the sanctity of marriage. And you're like, what are you talking about, asshole? Most people in this country, most heterosexual couples have been married more than one time. To me, if you're married and then you get divorced and you marry again, you're ruining the sanctity of marriage, which is supposed to be lasting forever. So what the fuck are you saying? It ruins the sanctity of marriage because it has two guys and two women. Marriage is nothing more than a contract between two people that says, you got to take care of me for as long as we have this stupid fucking piece of paper. And if I die, all my shit goes to you. And if I'm on life support, you can pull the plug. That's about it. Other than that, the fucking marriage is nothing more than a contract. And that's it. And if gay people want to have a fucking contract that will basically fuck with them for the rest of their life, God bless them. Again, it's just like the people. It's just like the people that will condemn. Well, basically, what their concept is well, these gay guys will be in the Boy Scouts and it's full of young boys and they'll fucking molest them. I mean, that's their concept. But it's kind of amusing because very rarely do you hear a lot of pedophilia and molestation in the Boy Scouts compared to what goes on in the Catholic Church. And I don't hear anybody complaining about the fucking Catholic Church and all the child fucking that they got going on there. So again, it's just a bunch of homophobic assholes that are hell-bent on protecting the secret they have, which is them being closet gay, and their struggles they go through on a daily basis with their own sexuality. That's really what it's about. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I said, baby, I'm with you, and I have no idea. I have no idea what it all means. I have no idea what it all means. It's you know, it's a weird. It's weird and again, it's weird in this country and how we feel or how we act when it comes to gay people. But there's really nothing that you can do in the except not give in to I guess the people that practice this. And again, I'm not Mr. like rah rah rah, let's go dance in a fucking gay parade, but I definitely am not somebody that would ever question somebody as being gay and not being able to be in a fucking Boy Scouts or be a coach. And again, my problem always comes from a gay person, a guy, overtly acting feminine, and that's my biggest issue. And I believe that is extremely distracting to have a gay guy who wears hot shorts and who fucking is all flamboyant and wow. To me, I would have a problem with that as the Cub Scout leader. I would have a problem if he wore Cub Scout shorts that were cut off and his butt cheeks were hanging out, and he had a fucking bandana tied around his fucking, his waist and the whole thing. But that's not what these guys do. Most of these fucking Cub Scout leaders that are gay, you can't tell. Again, you don't know. You don't know if someone's gay unless you watch them in the privacy of their own home sucking on a fucking dick. You can't tell if these people are gay unless you see them with their partner at dinner holding hands or something like that. Other than that, most, and I say most because there is a few over-the-top flamboyant gays that purposely do things to make people feel uncomfortable. And I would say 99.9% of the gay men out there, you could never tell that they're gay because they act respectful and they act and treat everybody else with respect, and they know what's appropriate and what's not, and they know enough not to act uber gay in a situation where it would make people who might not be hep on the whole gay thing uncomfortable. I don't think most gay men if their boyfriend came to where they worked, would sit there and have a big open mouth makeout session in the middle of the fucking work office. No different than I would expect a heterosexual couple to do the same thing. So there's my take on the gay fucking vibe. There you go. There. Gay. 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 Gay! Give me another news story. Yeah, yeah. Um, most of the fucking people that are in the South are uberly retarded. But on top of retarded, they are against gay people. They are against gay people. They are just hell bent on hating gays. So nothing from Tennessee or any of those southern states, some fucking red states, surprised me whatsoever. So that's one of those statements or stories that you just kind of go, and what else next? Because it's fucking Tennessee. Seriously, Tennessee. You can't get any more fucked up uh, than uh, than fucking uh, Tennessee or Georgia or any of the other fucking places. So. There you go. Man, you are just full of gay shit today. Really? So Kaylee Kuko is admitting she likes to eat asshole. That's maybe, who the fuck knows? But how how many people watched it? Wow, 12 million people. That's pretty good. 12.9 million people. Again, me and you talked about this last night. We never really experienced How I Met Your Mother, and you had to explain to me, which is cool. But I was never into the How I Met Your Mother. I would have liked to have watched it and actually understood what was going on, but I never fucking watched it. So for me to try to get up to speed wouldn't have made any sense. But did you like the final and the end of what you were told by it and what you know of the show? Did you like it? Were you cool with it? What was your opinion on it? All right, well, You're funny. You're like how I met your grandfather, your step uncle, your fucking your uncle who used to touch me when I was fucking 6. That. Yeah. All right. What else? What else you got? Yes. Yep. They they were part Czechnian, which is it's near Russia. But that's funny. The guy's suing Glenn Beck. So how much is he suing him for? Like $100 billion or something? Well, good for him. Good for Abdullah Shmanullah Ramanan Yamanamanamanamana. Abdullah Ramanan Shanamanan Shanamanamanaman. And yeah, I mean, again, I'm no Middle Eastern friend, so to speak, but the kid's already been fucking cleared of being a fucking terrorist, and for Glenn Beck to keep fucking going after him is kind of fucked up. Once the motherfucker's already cleared of being a terrorist, it's one thing to make jokes and say that guy looks like a terrorist, ha 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 ha. But it's another thing to actually have a Glenn Beck program where you're posting a guy's picture saying, this guy is the money man, he's a terrorist, he funded the operation, and let's go fucking kill him. That's a little fucking too much even for me. Oh, oh, he guilty. Guilty. Next, give me another story. That guy's guilty. Saudi Arabia, guilty. I am. I'm fucking bad. I have to agree with Glenn Beck on that one. Guilty. I thought you were going to say the kid was Indian. I was going to say, come on, he just wants to own a 7-Eleven. Saudi Arabia, guilty. Next. Who wears cheetah? So Cheetos is coming out with a cologne for April Fools. And it's going to be a cologne that makes you smell like a Cheeto. I was just going to say, you motherfucker, that's got to be just a fat girl's wet. I mean, you know when you got some good old fucking Armani cologne on, or you got some fucking Calvin Klein, and the girl's like, wow, you smell really good. And I'm not talking about some Armenian cologne where you just fucking bathe in it. And you're like, dude, can you open the fucking window? It's like a fucking chemical bomb went off in here. But we're talking about a nice amount where a girl goes, ooh, you smell nice. Think about what the fuck that would do to a girl like Kelly Shabari or April Flowers when they're sitting there and they're like, I smell Cheetos. I smell fucking Cheetos. Because then the next step is a ham, is a fucking pizza, is Twinkies, is Hostess cupcakes, is ding dongs. Let me tell you something. You want to watch a fucking animals run after like a dog run after a steak bone? Spray yourself with a little OD fucking Twinkie and watch fat bitches fucking maul you. Maul you, they will maul you. I want ham. I want Twinkies. I want pizza. I want everything. Horrible. Ham. Where's the ham? So it's all different Cheetos variations. There's no ham. There's no fucking sausage. There's no prime rib. It's just fucking Cheeto sticks. Well, you should write to them and tell them they should diversify and they should talk about ham and they should talk about prime rib. They should. I mean, think about the cologne you could make for black people. You got cologne that's fried chicken, watermelon, fucking catfish, menthol cigarette. Well, they always smell like fucking menthol cigarettes. malt liquor, but they also smell. But you know what? They actually smell like all that stuff. So really, cologne's not necessary. That's horrible. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm horrible. I'm bad. You can? Have you ever seen a black person buying watermelon perfume? We're going to have to ask Monica if she's ever worn watermelon perfume. Great. If Monica's ever fucking gotten grape drink perfume or watermelon perfume, we'll have to ask her that. Make that, I'm going to make a note. Let me make a note here that I'll have to ask her about grape drink / watermelon perfume. Or it's watermelon perfume, right, at Walmart? Like a watermelon spray, you're saying? All right. I definitely know they don't have catfish or bullhead because nobody wants to smell like that dirty fucking bottom-feeding fish. But I know my black friends, they love their bullhead and carp. Woo! They love catfish. They love carp, bullhead, and catfish. Those are the three fish that they love. You give them a fucking nice piece of salmon, they go, ooh, child, I want me some of that bullhead, maybe some of that carp. Ooh, child, I don't want no salmon. Don't need no goddamn salmon. Fuck that designer fish. Just give me a bullhead. Yeah, chitlins. Yes, chitlins. Chitlins, yeah, they eat chitlins. But my favorite is bullhead, catfish, or carp. Those are the three of the fish that are my favorite. My black friends, they would fucking dine on, and it's the nastiest, dirtiest fucking fish. Carp, bullhead, and catfish are the bottom-feeding fish of the ocean or of the lakes and stuff, and they love that shit, man. They love it. They love it. They fucking love it. They love it. They love it like fucking white people like listening to Steely Dan. All right, listen to me. Give me another story. No, that was the joke. I said black people like carp, bullhead, and catfish, like white people like Steely Dan. That was it. There was nothing else I could add to the fucking joke. That's it, Catherine. That is all, okay? Now I happen to log on to CNN, and they're showing a picture of a woman who back in 2009 got her face ripped off by a monkey. And it shows what her face looked like after the monkey attack. And now she had reconstructive surgery, and she's got a new face. And it's just all disturbing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I can only tell you is to not get a pet chimpanzee. Because forget throwing shit. They literally will fucking rip your face off. They literally will rip your fucking face off. And if you don't want your face ripped off, don't get a fucking monkey. Because it is the most disturbing looking picture I've ever seen, which is this girl who got her face ripped off by a monkey. I'm disgusted. Okay, go to CNN and click on Justice. And it says, chimp attack, victim appeals to legislators for permission to sue Connecticut. And it's got the lady before the monkey attack, and then a middle picture of the lady as the monkey gouged out her face. And then it's got the third picture of a new face that somebody put on her. And Kay Summers, I don't know what to tell you. It's on CNN. It's the monkey, and it's disturbing. Christ. Okay, I'm gonna find the link, and I'm gonna send you the link. That's what I'm gonna do. It's disturbing. It's the monkey face lady. Really is. I'm fucking disturbed by it. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you. Do you get your email right now or no? Alright. Oh, okay. Alright. See, when the video blaster gets going and it's up and working, I just got to get it integrated with what I'm doing. I can show this to everybody. There, I just sent you the monkey face link. And then I can show you guys what I'm looking at, and you guys can see the lady with the monkey face. And it's, again, it's fucking disturbing. I'm disturbed by it. And I'm going to get the fuck out of looking at her ugly face, because it's disturbing. Monkey face. Monkey, monkey. It's disturbing. Does it say why she killed him? Wow.
This is the story of the cosmic connection of the...
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I know. See? I know. That's horrible. Why would she do that? That's horrible, though, that you do a prank like that. Agreed. All right. Well, K Summers, it's 3:02. I take you don't have anything new, right? Oh, Jesus. The pussy is broke. The oh, all right. Oh, Jesus. She wants to get her nails done tomorrow. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Katie Summers. And we are signing off with Katie Summers. Give us one more plug, Katie Summers, and again, we'll sign off from you. So give it to us. Say something nice and beautiful. Thank you, Katie Summers. We will hear from you later, and over and out. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That is Katie Summers, and that is the news. That's news you can sometimes use. Sometimes you can't use it. Well, that's the show for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's 3:04 p.m., and we are signing off. Don't forget, at 3:30, Alexandra. Yes, Alexandra, a.k.a. Monica Foster, will be here live on the Rob Black Network, also known as AdultFYI.com, TheRobBlackShow.com, and all points in between. So, we'll see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. we will be back for late night with Rob Black. And thank you for being with us. And don't forget, watch Monica Foster, a.k.a. Alexandra, at 3:30 p.m. Thinking about myself like a dum-dum. Anyways, Alexandra at 3:30 p.m. right here. And watch the show, enjoy the show, love the show, and we'll see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. As always, it's Rob Black. And what do we promote here? Intolerance. What do we promote here? Death. What do we promote here? Just me being delicious, baby. Just me being delicious. Over and out. See you tonight at 8 p.m. Hey now. Yeah.